up, War Rapport family? We are back with another great edition of Building Rapport. Today's Building Rapport, we're bringing you guys brand new quarterback to our QB room at Auburn, Robby Ashford. Robby, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank y'all for having me, man. It's been great to be able to come back home, just be able to be back in the SEC and definitely at a school like Auburn. So it's been a blessing being here, and I've loved every second of it.
Okay, Robby, so you mentioned coming back home to the SEC, but you did leave home and you went west to Oregon. Did you always want to be at Auburn, and what made you choose Oregon over Auburn at the time?
For me, Auburn was always a school that was like really big to me, I would say, and they were just it's like it's home, so it's like they were always one of my top schools, and when I was getting recruited, I'd say when it was really big was my junior year, sophomore, junior year. I was really big on Auburn. I was almost ready to commit, but I was kind of at the point where I was like, I kind of want to weigh my options and stuff. I don't want to make anything too hesitant. So I initially ended up committing to Ole Miss with Coach Luke. So I was committed to Ole Miss. I committed there my senior year, and really just I went there and I loved it. And for me, it was kind of I looked at it because Auburn had took a QB in that 20 class. That was my class. So once they took that, I was kind of like, okay, I got to weigh my options more. And Ole Miss, I fell in love with it, so I ended up committing. And Coach Luke got fired the day before signing, or not a day before signing day, but the week before. So Oregon hit me up. It's really pretty much as soon as I posted I was decommitting. And I took a visit out there the same week, and I ended up signing early on that early signing period. So I fell in love with Oregon. I feel like you gotta love it to go 2,500 miles away.
Right.
You gotta go across the country. So a lot of people were shocked because everybody knew initially like I wanted to stay in the SEC. I wanted to be an SEC quarterback, SEC baseball player. So everybody knew that, and when I ended up posting it, everybody was like, "Oh wow, like Oregon!" It was cool. It was a cool experience though. I got to just see a whole lot of new stuff that I wouldn't have seen if I would have stayed in the South.
Okay, so you talked about your experience coming out of high school, right? So let's talk about the transition then, I guess, making the decision to come back to the South, right? So you were there at Oregon for a minute. Can you talk about kind of the just your transfer portal experience, not necessarily what led to the decision about Auburn, but just the decision to leave Oregon, and what was the experience entering the transfer portal and all of that thing, all the stuff that surrounds that for you?
I appreciate Oregon for everything they did for me, but it came to a point to where I had to make a business decision for myself, and I feel like the best decision for me was to enter the portal. So after our bowl game, I took a few days to think about it. It was hard, and I eventually just came to the conclusion. I was like, this is what I got to do. So I ended up entering the portal. And I say my portal experience, it was pretty good for the most part. It was a little ups and downs. It was just came to the point where I knew I had to get up out of there just for myself, just because of what I wanted to do. And then it was just kind of the West Coast. I liked it. I loved it. But it was just like, it doesn't beat the South. It doesn't beat SEC football. And I was like, I knew that's where I needed to be. So the portal was kind of slow for me just because there was a whole lot of guys in there that had playing time. So it was schools hitting me up, but it was kind of rocky. It was just like a lot of what ifs, I'd say. So but I wouldn't trade the experience for anything because it was almost like getting recruited again, and you got to see the real in a lot of coaches. And when Coach Harsin hit me up, it was a no-brainer. I knew my top school coming out the portal was Auburn, so I knew that's where I wanted to be. And when Coach Harsin hit me up and I came on my visit, it wasn't really any crazy visit because they knew I knew everything about Auburn. But when I got the chance to come up and just really meet him, that's when I knew I was like, okay, I can definitely see myself here. I like the vision he has and just the fact he loves to compete. I'm a competitor, so I don't want anything handed to me. I wouldn't feel right if it got handed to me. So I just want to go out and compete, just win my teammates over, and just show them I can be the leader that I know I can be. So when he told me I can do all that and just he just kept talking about compete. And I mean, when I hear that, I love it. Like, it gets me excited just because, like, if you play in sports, why wouldn't you want to go compete? Why would you want to hand it to you?
Right.
So just when I got the chance, it was a no-brainer. Once he told me I had the offer, I committed right then. It wasn't anything I had to think about. I knew where I wanted to be. So I ended up in Auburn.
Robby, I want to talk a little bit about Austin Davis. So when you committed, Austin Davis was set to be the offensive coordinator here at Auburn. How much did he weigh into your decision to come to Auburn? And do you still feel good about your commitment to Auburn in spite of him not being the offensive coordinator anymore?
So Coach Davis is big. He hit me up too. I talked to him and Coach Harsin at the same time, and they were watching my spring game and everything. And I mean, I fell in love with both of them, just the vision they had, all of that. And when he left, I was hurt. I can't lie, I was hurt because it was like, that's my guy. Like, I felt like we were gonna do it, but I mean, it's a business, so you gotta respect the decisions. But would I change my decision? Absolutely not. I'm perfectly happy where I am. I love Auburn. I love my teammates. I love the coaching staff. I mean, it's just a great environment, and compared to what I was going through, it just is miles ahead. So I mean, I can't complain at all. And then Coach Keesaw, I mean, he's a great guy, smart guy, knows his stuff. So I can't be mad about the decision because I know he's still gonna have a great plan for us, whether it's with Coach Davis or not. So Coach Keesaw, I'm all aboard on him. So I mean, I can't wait. I'm just ready to get to work. So
All right. So speaking of getting to work, right? So you you can talk about how long you've actually been on campus at Auburn. What has it been like so far for you getting acclimated to this new environment with your teammates, new playbook, new coaching staff? You talked about like enjoying so far what you've experienced with that, but just talk about kind of the things that you've already experienced in Auburn in trying to get acclimated to the football program so far.
So I probably got to campus around January 17th, I think. I think that's when I got to campus. So I've been there for over a month now. And just the work and just it feels right. It's just like what I'm used to. So it's been good just to be back, just working with the guys. And I can't complain just because the work, our strength staff is great. They work as though it's SEC, you're gonna work. So it was just good being back in that environment. My body feels great. I just feel like a better version of me, just physically, mentally. So it's been great. And then playbook is just learning a whole new offense, whole new scheme. It's very different than what we ran at Oregon. But I mean, I'm a person who loves competition, loves to learn. I love learning ball. So I can't complain about. And the offense we run now, I mean, it's set up whole lot of pro stuff. So I mean, you can't complain about that stuff because it's getting you ready for the league. So I mean, it's been good. Still learning. You're never gonna know enough. So I'm still learning by the day, taking it slow. So it's been great. And then the coaching staff, they've been really helpful, just helping me just get along with it, just get a grasp of it, helping me any way they can. So it's definitely it's been great just to see how much they care, how much they want me to be here. So I mean, it's great to feel wanted and not just like you're here. Like, so it's great to feel wanted, and just how they brought me in, how my teammates brought me in, just I can't thank them enough just because I mean I'm a new guy. Even though I'm back home, I'm still the new guy because I haven't been here. I've been here for a month. And kind of they welcome me in with open arms. So I can't thank them enough for that. And just they know I got their back and I know they got my back. So it's really just going out and getting to it and just getting to the national championship like we talked about in our meeting room. Like that's our goal, win a national championship, win the SEC title. So I feel like if we get everything together and we're together as a team, I feel like we got the talent to do it. It's just we got to go out and execute, and that's the biggest thing. Definitely in the SEC because every week is like the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter who's the higher ranked team. You play in the best conference in college football, and then the SEC West, the best division in college football. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. Nothing's topping the SEC West. Nothing's topping the SEC.
Yeah.
So it's really just coming out knowing you got to be on your A game every day at practice, every workout, because it's another team out there that's grinding for the same exact thing we're grinding for. So, I mean, it's been great. I can't complain at all. I loved it. So just getting acclimated and just really getting through classes and stuff. It's really just been, I think my first 2 weeks, I think I was just trying to get used to everything. So I would sleep a lot. Whenever I could get nap time or whatever, I'm taking a nap because we were going 6 a.m. lift. I was 6 a.m. lift group, and then we come back 3:45 team run. So it's like, okay, I gotta go to class after, but when I get this break, I'm taking a nap, getting ready for the next thing. So I think that was big, but now I'm acclimated, I'm used to it, so it's been good. I can't complain.
What's up,
Robby? Auburn changed coaching staffs last offseason, and one of the things that a lot of the players noted in the change was the change in the strength and conditioning program. Now, you just referenced in the weight room. I got to ask you, how different is the strength and conditioning, what you're going through now versus what you went through at Oregon? And if you could give us a scoop and let us know if Coach Harsin is still hitting them 5 a.m.s with y'all, I'd love to know.
I'll say it's different, really, just on the type of work. It's a lot. I'll say I can't lie. We worked out hard at Oregon, so it wasn't really anything new to me. But it's just like being in a new environment, just getting used to how they run things. So I mean, it took me a little bit to get adjusted to it, just because it was something different. I mean, everybody's got to get used to change, but they take care of us. We work. I mean, we lived heavy, but we live heavy safely. Like, we don't go overboard. So I mean, it's been great. I love the strength coaches. They took me in, welcomed me just as well as everybody else did. And I mean, they pushed me. So it's no coming in there thinking, oh, I'm not gonna lift as much today. Nah, you working. Every day you come in the weight room, you know you working. So I mean, I can't complain. Coach Harsin, he's in there a lot. So he hadn't been there like with the 5 a.m. because we're not at 5. So he might be in there earlier, but I don't know. But I mean, I saw him the day I went to go throw with some of the guys, and he was out there working out, pushing sleds, all that. So I mean, it's cool to see your coach doing that. And then sometimes he'll get in the drills with us, or he'll run with us sometimes. So having a coach like that, I mean, that's great. It's just because it shows you how invested he is. So I mean, I've been loving it. I've loved getting in the weight room. I love being able to get my body right, just physically. I think that's my biggest thing, just making sure I'm good physically. The mental part, I mean, everybody's got to make sure their mental's right, but SEC, your body's got to be physically ready. And I mean, if it's not, then you're going to break. I mean, it's nothing else to it. Your body going to break down. So what they do with us, our strength coaches, our strength staff, they do a great job. So
you seen Coach Harsin outrun anybody yet?
I ain't even been paying attention.
I was gonna ask you, can you outlift him? Can you think
yeah,
you
right.
Oh, I don't know. He probably got me on the outlifting. He probably got me on bench. I might be able to squat more than him. I don't know yet.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah. He probably got old man knees at this point, but I'm sure up top he looked like he could handle a lot. I was interested.
All right. So you talked about getting there and throwing around with some of the guys. And you talked about being a part of the 6 a.m. lift group. Like, who are some of the people who you're lifting with currently, and how has the connection with some of the receiving core been so far for the guys that you're throwing to? Like, who are some of the guys who you're throwing with on a routine basis?
So how we've been working out, they're kind of just like introducing us a little bit. So I've been working out. So my group is normally quarterbacks, receivers, and DBs. So I'm working out with some of the DBs, some of the new guys like DJ. You know, he came from Oregon.
Yeah, that's an Oregon guy. Yeah,
he came from Oregon with me. Jay Fair, Marquise Gilbert, all those guys, JD Rain, Holden, all those guys we've been working out, Caleb. So it's been good working out with them because I've been in the college weight room for a minute, and some of us have. But to see like how our younger guys, how they really grind in the weight room and they care about it is good to see. Because I mean, a lot of freshmen come in and they just like, oh, I just want to go to ball. Like, nah, but they care about the weight room. They care about working. Like, they're really. I love the mentality our freshmen bring. I love the mentality our team brings. So, and then guys I've been throwing with Norman on routine, Shed, you know, me and Shed go way back to high school.
Right.
Malcolm, Jay Capers, Jay, whole lot of guys, a lot of the tight ends too. I mean, I really thrown with everybody, honestly. So, but I'd say it's been great to just work with them, just to see, just really get the offense down. They're helping me, so it's been great to work with them and just the grind everybody has out here, just the grit to be great, just the mentality. Like it's different. Like I mean, it's got to be coming from the Pac-12, just the SEC. You see the difference in how much it means. Because I mean, SEC wins championships. So
Yeah. Is that something that you guys say a lot? When grit to be great, I like the phrase there. Is that something that
no,
y'all?
that's not something we say, but you just see it in our guys just when we work out.
I say, hold on, cuz you might want to trademark
Yeah,
that thing, throw
you
it
might
on the
want to
shirt
put
or
a
something.
little restricted logo on that
Listen,
one.
man. Hey, listen, go get that put on something, man. I'm trying to help you with your NIL situation, son.
I gotta make a name for myself first.
Hey,
I like that.
yeah, grit to be great is nice though. I like that.
Do you have a favorite receiver yet?
Who's
your go-to?
I wouldn't say I have a favorite. I mean, I love all my receivers equally right now.
Let me ask you this then. Who stands out? Is any receiver that's maybe faster than you thought, or got better hands than you thought? Who stood out to you so far?
I always knew Shed was fast because he was fast in high school. But to see how much faster he's gotten since he's been in college, just watching it is ridiculous. Like, yeah. He can move. It's oh my gosh. Yeah, we got a whole lot of fast receivers. Jay Fair, Chick is fast. It's just like we got speed. We got speed, and we got guys with hands. I mean, so
How do you think that wide receiver room compares to the Oregon room that you were throwing to, as far as like just the physical size, the speed, hands, just overall? How does that compare?
I'd say it's probably the same because we had some really good receivers out in Oregon, but we got some really good receivers out here in Auburn. So I wouldn't say the receiving core changed for me. Just some at Oregon we had a few taller dudes, but I mean it don't matter how tall you are. You can play, you can play. That's how I look at it. Size don't matter. I mean, I'm blessed to be 6'3", 6'4" though at quarterback, so I can't complain. But to me, if you can play ball, you can play ball. It don't matter about the size. And I feel like we got a lot of guys who prove it with their work that okay, I might be shorter than the average person, or might be shorter than say like another receiver, but it's not gonna change how I work, change my mentality. So like I love seeing that from our guys, and just how we compete is just off the charts. We take everything serious, and the competition is great. So we love doing that.
Robby, you referenced earlier that you had to make a business decision to leave Oregon and come to Auburn. Quite highly publicized. They obviously brought a quarterback into that room that maybe changed the dynamic. But I want to talk about the dynamic in this quarterback room now. So you made the business decision to come to Auburn. What's it been like with the other guys who you're competing against for the job? TJ Finley has been here. Zach Calzada made the same decision you did. Are you guys bonding and how are you guys pushing each other?
We going throw together. And I mean, TJ's been great with helping us just because he's been in the offense the longest he's played. So he's been great with helping us, and just the competition we bring, just the energy. We all want to be great. And so when you have a whole group of great people that want to be great, it pushes you to be better. So it's no slacking off. It's none of that. Everybody in here knows we have to work and we got to compete. Like that's all we want. We all just want to compete. And so knowing that we all got the opportunity to compete, I feel like it's gonna be great. And just how we all get together is big, because a lot of guys during competition, they'll be I don't mess with him, I don't mess with him like that, all that stuff. We don't do that though. We love being together, love just being able to just grind together. I mean, because I feel like whoever the starter is, they earned it. Nothing's gonna be given. So whoever the starter is, at the end of the day, they earned the job. And at the end of the day, I mean, that's something you gotta respect. Because Coach Harsin's not going to just hand anybody a job. You got to go earn it. And that's what I respect a lot. So we all know what we got to do. And just the bond we have, just how we get along together and all that has been great. Just how they brought me in, the older guys, not the older guys, but dudes that have been in the room just as a new guy. And really just we're all students of the game. We love to learn. So it's good when you see guys like that because okay, like this guy's about his business just like I am. So it's gonna be great competition, great practices, great runs, all that stuff. So
All right, so let's talk a little bit about some, I guess, off the field stuff. You guys recently went to go play a little paintball, right? So, like, what has some of the thing? What are some of the other things that maybe you all have done that maybe hasn't gotten the same kind of social media hype that has helped to build the camaraderie amongst the team outside of just going to lift? What are some of the things you guys have done so far that you've enjoyed?
I mean, we haven't done a lot of team stuff yet, like the team activities, like we like the paintball and all that, but we're getting into that. But I mean, a lot of us we just hang out, so we'll hang out. Basketball games are big. A lot of us go to those. Try and get my work done so I can go to it tonight. But no, it's been good. Just how you just see how guys get along. So it's nothing where it's like a lot of people don't get along. So everybody invites each other to hang out, go eat. So I mean that's really been big, but I think we're gonna get into the team. So a lot of team activities soon. So it's just great. It's good to bond. It's good to bond with your teammates outside of football because football isn't everything. It's not. It's what we do, but you want to get to know your guys outside of football. You want to get to know their life, like just how they are as a person. Just because I mean everybody's different in football. You put on a different mindset but it's like, how are you outside of football? Are you a good person outside of football? How do you treat people? All that type of stuff. And I mean, I feel like our guys do a great job of it, just making sure everybody's involved. So that's been really big. And then just for me being new, them bringing me in, just inviting me to stuff. So it's been fun to just hang out with them, just outside of ball, and just really get to know a lot of people.
I was gonna ask you a goofy one. Like, do you have a favorite place that you've gone to eat so far in the Auburn area? Like, where's the spot that you really
Ooh, favorite spot. I think the best spot I've been to has been Hamilton's. I'll probably say Hamilton's has been legit, and but it's just been good to like be back with all the good food and stuff. Cause we didn't have that in Oregon. We had one Chick-fil-A in the whole state, and it was 2 hours from Eugene. So
and 20 Dutch Bros.
yeah, Dutch Bros everywhere though.
Yeah,
everywhere.
All right, so Robby, just want to talk about a little bit about two-sport athlete, right? So you were playing a little bit of baseball at Oregon. From what I hear, you decided to stop doing baseball and focus on football at Oregon. Do you have any designs to be a two-sport athlete at Auburn, or is it just all football for you going forward?
I came here right now for football, so baseball's on the back burner. I'm not saying I'm done playing because I'm not, but football comes first, and I mean that's what I came here to do first. So when everything works itself out, I have a good relationship with Coach Thompson, Coach Nonamaker. Just from me coming up, Auburn was my first baseball offer, so I have a great relationship with them. But football right now, that's my only focus.
Have you talked with John Samuel Shaker at all about doing both of those here?
We ain't talked too much about it, but I know it can be done here. It's a school where you can do it because he's doing it. So,
Robby, before we get out of here, I wanted to ask you about being a dual threat quarterback. Now, you're an athletic guy. We watched some of your tape. You can definitely move. How would you classify yourself? Would you consider yourself more of a pocket passer, dual threat, pro style? Like, how would you classify yourself as a quarterback?
I consider myself a dual threat because I feel like I can beat you with my arm and my legs. How I look at it, I'll tell anybody, it's no other position. I'm a quarterback. And all my coaches could tell you that. All my past coaches could tell you that. It's no other position. I'm a quarterback. I was born to be a quarterback. I wouldn't play this position if I wasn't meant to be a quarterback. So it's no other position. So I consider myself a dual threat quarterback, but I don't consider myself – I'm an athletic, but I hate when people put the term, oh, he's a great athlete. No, you could say – if you want to say that, you could say I'm a great quarterback. I know I got to go give 200% in whatever I do. My mom, she instilled that in me from a young age. So I know I can't go out there and give what the average person gives. I got to go give more every day. So
yeah. It's a good mindset to have.
That's a good quote. I love that. Well, Robby, we appreciate you taking some time to come talk to us about transferring to Auburn. I'm looking forward to watching you compete for the quarterback job this spring, working hard, busting tail, and getting after it. Thanks for joining us, Robby.
I appreciate it.
Well, that's it for another great edition of Building Rapport. If you want more content like this, hit like and subscribe on YouTube. We are the War Rapport on every social media platform, TW Rapport on TikTok. Guys, we're signing off, and as always, War Eagle.
War Eagle.